Is this a relationship between Ma and Ban?
Unity.
Right now, Nili and the camera here.
Oh.
So on top, I gave you like I said, physical is ban. So I want later we're gonna speak about different types of relationships, meaning that it's also relative. It's also relative. What is mine, what is ban, is also relative. So we will see it. For example, Avram and Yitzchak are Ma'un ban. Yitzchak and Rivka is Ma'u ban. Avram and Eliezer is Ma'u ban. Hashem and Avram is Ma'u ban. Speak about it later. But first, let's start with Hashem created everything before Adam Arishon, and everything created before Adam Arishon, the whole world, everything was was the name of Ban, and then Adam Arishon came. Adam is begimatria Ma, also Adam is begimatria 45 is Ma. So Adam is a manifestation of that type of being, of that type of Shem Havai. So how does it feel like to Ban? How does it feel like? And we can see it everywhere. Shem Ban feels like I have everything, but I have nothing to do with it. I have everything, but I'm not going anywhere. Think about a deer. He is running around. He has a lot of muscles, and he's young, he's powerful. But what does he do with himself? He's going back and forth. He's eating and take it out. Eat more, take it out, till it deteriorates, nothing happened. It's like nothing ever happened. Okay? Take material, very strong, very solid. It's for sure here. It screams out, I'm here. But, so what? What for? So what if you're here? Has no meaning. No meaning. He's here, but it could be to avail. It could be for nothing's going to happen of it. So what if it's here? He was here, he could be here for years and for thousands of years, and it will disappear, and nothing, it's like nothing happened. As nothing happened. This is how Ban feels like. This is the life experience, this is the holistic experience of Ban. It has many details and many qualities which screams out, I'm here. So what? What for? This is Ban. Ban, relatively, is the body. Ban is the physical. Ban is material. Okay? And so on. Ban can be animals. Ban can be people. Okay? If they feel this way. Ban can be like darkness. Okay? Ban can be like a room filled with diamonds, but the light is not on. Many diamonds, but no one enjoys them. No one knows they exist. So what if they're here? So what if they're diamonds? So what? In Hebrew, so what? In Hebrew is as ma. As, then, what? Ma. Ma is 45. Ma is Adam. Also Geula, right? 45 is Geula. Also the same Gematria. Then what? Then has to come the what? Has to come Shem Ma to the picture. And Shem Ma is the other type of Shem Havaya that stands for revelation, stands for light, stands for understanding, okay? Stands for meaning, for purpose, goals, okay? Destinations. So the Shem Ma, on the other hand, feels an absolute purpose, mission. He knows exactly. He has a goal. Okay, he's burnt. He's burning fire. He's a burning fire. Okay, he's a projector of light. On the other hand, what is light? without something to light. To light, okay? What is meaning? What is purpose if there is no way to achieve it? Right? There is nothing, there's no way to manifest it. What is this? It's like it's not, it's like nothing. What is light if there is no diamonds? What if, okay? What is a manager, a motivated manager without employees, without a factory, without, without, okay? So, each one of them has what he has, but misses what is missing. And why? Because essentially, those four are actually one, but they became four. Or like this, they were one. It's one being, one general holistic experience that all of a sudden departs into four, which is really connected in the source. It becomes four. Now, if one of them will try to go all the way only with himself, he's not going to get anywhere. Nothing will come out of it. The light is going to light to avail. The vessels, okay, is going to be till it's gone, and nothing is going to come out of it. The light, ma, is spirituality. Ban is physicality. Okay? It must be that those four, but right now we said that the two are the manifestation of the other two, which is the higher ones. The last two come from the higher two. When we connect Ma and Ban, when we create the unity of Ma and Ban, we create the unity also in Ab and Sag, and we actually create the unity of the four back to and we bring about the real holistic experience of the whole world, okay, of the ultimate name of Havaya, the way it is before, okay. We bring it back to the Havaya, the way it comes from Anoichi Havaya Elokecha, okay. We bring those Elokecha, by the way, the powers that comes from Ma and the power that comes from Ban, okay. Again, it has to be connected, and then eventually it creates a full revelation and reveal in the world the full intention of the Anoichi, of the self of God, into the creation, into the reality. Okay? But as long as those, as Ma and Ban are separated, the self of God and the intention of God in the creation is concealed. Because the Ban is nothing on his own, and the Ma is nothing on his own. And if those two will not come together and connect, it's like, what's going on over here? Why is it all about? What's going on? Okay? It's all about revealing God's self, the self of God, which is above Havaya, which is above all of that we're just saying. All of those things, Havaya and Elokeinu, are all to reveal the self of God. And that is going to be accomplished when the Ma and the Ban are going to connect. So let's review the examples of that in the Torah, and then we can identify with that in life. So, for example, it says that the marriage of Yitzchak and Rivka, which leads to our Parsha, the kids, Yaakov and Esau, the same way that man and a woman marry and they bring a kid is the ultimate manifestation of God's self. A human being, a kid, okay, that is born to this world, is the highest form, and therefore, Pru Urvu is the first mitzvah in the Torah, to bring kids in the first mitzvah. And it sets the value, it sets the understanding of what is it all about. It's all about bringing a kid. That's what it's all about. The rest of the mitzvahs are following the same path. It's just that it's more many levels and many depths. The most obvious thing is a kid. It's a physical kid. Okay? But all of the mitzvot are actually come to accomplish the same thing. Ichud ma uban. So Yitzchak is ma in that relation, and Rivka is ban. Or Avram is also is ma, and Yitzchak is ban. Or again, Avram is ma, and Eliezer is ban. Think about it. Okay, Yitzchak following the steps of Avram. So when Yitzchak is following the steps of Avram, but he himself is different, but the light is Avram, and the way is Yitzchak, Yichud Ma'uban. But the ultimate thing is Yitzchak and Rivka. Yitzchak and Rivka is really clearly the Inyan of Yichud Ma'uban. And that's why we see also why Avram Avinu was so, we know that Avram Avinu gave everything for those marriage of Yitzchak and Rivka. And also Avram Avinu made sure that the women are going to be, Rivka is going to come from Haran, from a whole different place. Why? It says that there are two types of shidduchim. Torah Or, it says, in the Alter Rebbe says that there are two types of shidduchim. There is like Avram and Sarah, that they grew up together. Avram and Sarah grew up together. They were one of the same kind of. Yitzchak and Rivka were totally opposites. He was 40, she was 3. He was coming from Eretz Israel, which was already holy on that time. And she was coming from Haran, the lowest place. She comes from an idol-worshipping family. He came from a God-servant family, and it was only able for him to come after the Brit Milah, when Avram was on a very high level. Also, Yitzchak did not marry until he participated in the Akedah, which made him the holiest possible, meaning filled with purpose. Shema. Filled with purpose. He was the highest level of convincement, okay, of what is the purpose in the world. He didn't have any side distractions, okay. He was a manifestation of Shema, of the name of Ma in the world. Rivka, on the other hand, where she grew up and the age she wasn't yet developed to be understanding what is the purpose and this and that. She was kind of a manifesting and the face of the people she lived with, her family and her surroundings, and her wanting to come to Yitzchak was in godliness. What it meant that the ban is ready to unite with Ma. The ban wants to come to the Ma, and Ma wants to go to the ban. A lot about Ichud Ma'uban we learn from this story. Also, why Yitzchak didn't come. Eliezer was trying to say to Eliezer. Eliezer said to Avram, "What if the girl would not come with me? Can I take Yitzchak with me to her?" He says, "No, never." And that teaches us about Ichud Ma'uban, that the ban has to, if the Ma will go into ban, the ban will suck the Ma in, and the purpose will go to avail again. The ban very much wants to. Want to be elevated and unite with Ma, but it has to be a work that comes from the side of Ban, and has to be a work also comes from the side of Ma. Yitzchak was preparing himself for 40 years for this, and on the other hand, Rivka had to come from where she was to be elevated, and to come to Yitzchak. All of these things teaches us how we do a mitzvah, how we connect Gashmis and Ruchnis, how we connect Ma and Ban. So, also the way that Avram did it is that Avram sent Eliezer. That was also part of the idea of unity Ma and Ban. That Avram is Ever Ma. Avram, Ever Ma, if you change the letters of Avram, is Ever, organ of Ma. Meaning, what is an organ? An organ manifests the soul. It brings about the soul. Avram was Ever Ma. He was an organ for the name of Ma. So relatively speaking, relatively to Eliezer, relatively to Yitzchak, he was Ma, and they were Ban. Relatively to God, he was Ever Ma, he was carrying Ma, and God was the ultimate Ma. So it's relative to what you say. So Avram sent Eliezer. Eliezer was the ban. Eliezer was the way, was the shliach. The purpose comes from Avram, and the manifestation of it goes through Eliezer. So again, that teaches us of the whole concept of unity of man ban. And what unity of Mao Ban brings a kid. When each one is to himself, nothing is going to come out of it. The opposite. If they're not going to connect, they're going to deteriorate, and nothing is going to come out of it. Only when they come together, there is a revelation of God's self, and that's a kid. That's a result. That's a fruit. So also, this concept supposed to lead us in all of this. This is really a continuation from last time. Last time we did a class. Last time we spoke about the purpose of creation. We spoke about Dira Betachtonim. What is the purpose of creation? To create, to make for God a dwelling place in the lower world. If we're going to narrow it more, if we're going to be more focused and we're going to be more to the point is simply connecting the highest spirituality with the lowest physicality. When we take a simple piece of Gashmius and we subject this Gashmius with the full instructions, with the 100% instructions of Halacha, so we subject the Gashmius, we bring the Gashmius into be subservient to Kedusha, and the Gashmius allows the Kedusha to go through, to lead the Gashmius, then only thanks to the Gashmius, the Kedusha can manifest itself and lead to a real result. Now, let's think about really when it comes to the way a process that a kid is made. We know, relatively speaking, the woman is the ban, and the man is the ma. And relatively speaking, the material of the kid really comes from the mother. The actual material is built within the mother from the mother. Meaning that even before the man came, everything was there already. But there was what was missing was a purpose. To take this material and build something with it. Where is the motivation come from to build something out of what there is? And why this form and not another form? Okay, this is what the man is bringing. He brings like a leading. He brings a leader into the material. He brings the light, and then the light forms its way through to accomplish the kid. We can also understand the body is also formed according to the goal. When you have a goal, so for example, if you want to cut a tree, so you're gonna create an axe, and then you're gonna come to the tree because your goal is to cut a tree. So the body that the way you're gonna look like going into the tree, you're going to look like a big guy with an axe in your hand. If you want to write a book, so then you're going to be like a little man with a small pencil. The body, the form, the tzura, the formation is a process that is in tune to bring the goal, to bring about the purpose, to bring about a purpose. And therefore, the purpose comes first, and the purpose, the meaning, the Shema, goes into the ban, unites with the ban, and forms within the ban. We said the ban is the materialism, the vessels, forms something that eventually brings a kid, brings a goal, brings a fruit. This concept, this idea should lead us, should be in our minds always, because this is the purpose of creation. The purpose